What's going on, YouTube? This is Long Lever, wishing you a very happy 4th of July. I was kind of just sitting around thinking about everything that had led up to, the 4th of July, and even though that wasn't when it was actually signed, the day that we celebrate that it was signed. Everything that had happened, and I got back to thinking of how it actually all started. Back in the 1700s, of course, the settlers were, of course, angry about taxation and without representation, and basically just England's heavy hand. But what actually really started the entire conflict was in April 19th, 1775, was the battle at Lexington in Massachusetts Bay. This is, known as the shot that was heard around the world. It was the beginning of the American Revolution, the first exchange of gunfire between Patriots and, the Crown's royal forces. A little bit of history behind it. There were 700 British troops that moved towards Lexington, and they had intelligence that the local militia had stored their weapons in a local storehouse there. And of course, knowing that the situation that the rebels were going to rise up, that they weren't happy, that the English soldiers decided to go ahead and confiscate said weapons. Luckily, the militia had a spy within the British, or they got a tip off, and weeks before the British soldiers even moved, the weapons were moved to somewhere more secure. But this was interesting because this, and from what I can find online and reading through books and such, and from what I know through college and high school and stuff, this was the first act of England trying to confiscate weapons from the settlers. Gun control. I mean, gun control at its finest. Take away the guns, the settlers can't fight back, and they get conquered. They can't rise up, they can't change things. But back to the history, 700 moved towards Lexington. The militia met them along the way, popped off a couple of musket shots at each other. Nothing huge. I think there were a couple of casualties, a couple of hits. Nothing major. The militia fell back because it was outnumbered, and the British troops moved on their merry way into Lexington, where they discovered that the weapons were gone. Ha ha, stupid British. The militia, meanwhile, fell back, regrouped, got some more militia members to join up, got bigger, got meaner, and they went back and they kicked those limeys' rear ends. It was like massive numbers of troops, massive being, 1,000. So, but they went back and they kicked their butts, and that was the thing that started it all. That was the first conflict. And just thinking about that, about how, Britain tried to confiscate all of our weapons, to keep us in subjugation, what's going on now? Isn't our government doing the exact same thing? Making certain guns illegal because of the way they look, making certain guns illegal because of how they shoot, what they hold. The only difference between a 10-round mag and a 30-round mag is I have to reload 3 times, and that's not hard if you practice. Seconds, really, if you're if you train and are a trained operator who works that way. So it is not difficult. But hope everybody is going to enjoy today and stay safe out there. Don't be stupid. Everything in moderation, please. And everybody drive safe and have a good day.